Okay, so we're going to look at some more equations this morning on the 11th. So remember, in an equation, you are trying to find a missing number. It's the most important thing you're trying to do. You're trying to find this missing number. And the way that we do that, to do this, we think of the opposite function. So there'll be a function in the equation. You've got to think, what is the opposite? And that's how you do your working out. So if the equation looks like this, for example, 3m take away equals 75. 3m equals 75. At the moment, this means multiply by 3. So the opposite is divide by 3. You think of the opposite function. You do the opposite of what it says in the equation. So the working out for this equation is 75 divided by 3. We're doing the opposite. And you work out the answer to be 25. Now, to see this bit, you can use your calculator because a lot of people are finding dividing quite difficult. So definitely use your calculator or multiplying, whatever you want. This is not about learning how to multiply or divide. This is about your equations. So please use your calculator. Either an actual calculator or even your phone is fine. So your equation also may look like this one. A divide by 10 equals 4. So when there's a line between the letter and the number, it means the top thing divided by the bottom thing. So this line stands for the word divide. So remember, when you're solving an equation, you think of the opposite function. So the opposite of this is multiply by 10. Always think of what the opposite is. So our working out this time is 4 multiplied by 10. So the missing letter A is 40. 4 times 10. So you could replace that letter there with the number 40 and you would get the answer 4. Okay? So we're going to practice these kind of questions here a little bit. So we've got m divided by 3 is 8. So to do our working out, we do the opposite. We do 8 multiplied by 3. So you can do that in your calculator if you want. M equals 24. And that's how you write your answer. The letter that you were looking for equal to the answer. So this one, the opposite of this is multiply by 12. So you take your 5 and you multiply by 12. So 5 times 12 is 60. So this missing letter, this missing value, F, equals 60. It's important that you write your answer in the correct way as well, that you write it as the letter equal to the answer. Next one, we are got 5. So the opposite of this is multiply by 5. So you take the 9, multiply by 5. You can do that in the calculator, you get 45. So the answer is that this missing value G equals 45. This one, the opposite of this is multiply by 20. So you take your 7 and you multiply by 20. So this missing letter E equals 7 times 20, 140. Don't be afraid to use your calculator, it's absolutely fine. The opposite of this is multiply by 15. So you take your 6 and you multiply by 15, which means this missing value Y equals 90. 6 times 15 is 90. And that's how you do these kind of questions. Now on your worksheet today there will be these new equations and there will be a little mixture of some of the ones we did last week as well.